All praise the Most High. All praise Jesus. All praise Yah. Turn up the brightness on it. Turn up the brightness. Yeah. So, eh, all praise the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Praise Yeshua. Bro, when I tell you that stuff is a trip, stuff is a trip. So, yesterday I got married. It was pretty dope. Pretty dope. You know, mom and dad came up, because I live in a whole nother state now. And they made it really cool. It started off small. Wedding started off small. We just had it during the service though, and yeah, it was just my parents, my kids, and really, really, it was really interesting, you know, to see essentially my family, see them like all together. Really interesting. I wish I could have. I wish my wife's parents could have been there, but then it'd be stuff. But I mean, I didn't necessarily want like a super huge wedding, and to me that was kind of big enough. And it was just it was just the church. Church really ain't that big. I don't even know the number of people that we have, but it's not. It's under 100, and I don't know what. Oh, well, praise the Most High. Yeah, that's beautiful. I hope you feel the same way. I hope you repent too. I try to repent daily because I fall short, you know, a lot. But yeah, there was that many. That was awfully fast. You typed that really quick. Yeah, I hope you repent daily too, because yeah, we all fall short. And yeah, so the day before we got married, right? Not at all, not at all. So the day before, we had outreach, and there's this really, really crazy guy. Well, he's not crazy, like not at all, but he's like just filled with the spirit. His name is Rich. I don't know his last name, but his name is Rich, and he works like the Seattle area, and he does outreach every Wednesday. Not at all. I don't. And he does outreach, I think, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Every day. He's been doing this, or not every day, but every week for I think it's 4 years, but he's got it down. Like he's got a van and he gives out um, food and clothes to the homeless, and then people go out and pray and people go evangelize and stuff. Like it's dope. Like um, what false prophet? Who's the false prophet? I'm not prophesying anything. Um, but yeah, it goes to and I was walking with uh the evangelist, and I was uh I was just trying to really find the sick. Like that's what I was trying to do because that's what I do. Like when I do outreach, I just talk to people that are either homeless or people that are like on substances, like, on drugs, or, I don't know. It's not even a look, but I kind of just kind of get like pulled towards like certain people. And then we got married the next day. So we got married September. She's gonna be mad at me. The 22nd. I want to say the first marriage day is like September 22nd. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's the 22nd. But that's when we just got married in front of two witnesses and the pastor and us. So in the eyes of God, we were married. And the day before that, we had an outreach. So we had out, and she pointed that out to me. Um, like, I want to say the day when we were leaving the outreach, I want to say she pointed that out. So it seems like outreach is going to be part of our marriage, like some sort. I mean, because I already kind of feel like that's where it's been going for me anyway. But just the kind of, I mean, it's kind of odd that both times, like, technically being married, because first we got married in front of God, and then we got married in front of the church, like in front of everybody. So two different, things. But before each one, the day before, we have outreach, and then we're feeding the homeless and talking to the homeless. That's different. No, not just the homeless, but on drugs and stuff. Because that's what I'd want to do. I want to save the sick. Like, the first outreach didn't go how I planned it. And I didn't really want to put my name on it because they didn't do what I was planning on doing. I like to go and talk to random people, like legit. I'm one of those. Like, I talk to like random people, and don't be scared of like shaking hands, like with no matter how dirty the person is. Like, I'm gonna stick my hand out, and, shake your hand, because I don't care. You know, you're a person, and yeah, I like to get out in the mud. Like, I want to find the people that are in despair, and like, I want to catch the person that is at their bottom. That's what I want to catch. I want to catch those people, or like just like the complete non-believer. Because when you're at your bottom, you don't see anything else. Like, when you get to a bottom too, you're, I don't want to say suicidal, but suicidal, because you don't care if you. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that, but you don't care if anything happens to you, because you're just at that low, right? So I mean, if you're at that low and you don't have anything, somebody just walks up to you and starts talking to you about God, and I mean, just looking at myself and then looking at the people that I was walking out with, like, it's crazy. Like, I was walking with dudes that were like in their 20s. I mean, I'm 34, and I'm walking with Bo, and this guy, like, he was on like drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a long time. And I don't think people could tell that he was on drugs. A lot of people can't tell that I was on drugs. Like, maybe on camera right now I look rough, but I'm like in bed, you know what I'm saying? But I be talking to these people, and I just be talking to them like normal people, like, you know what I'm saying? And you guys have uh you guys have the opportunity because you're breathing. Like, you can turn from whatever this is, and they really don't like it. There's only been a couple people that I've talked about drugs being demons, and it kind of shook him a little bit. But that's once I like kind of discovered that Suboxone is a demon. Legit. Even though you're trying to get off drugs, Suboxone is a demon. Why does this stuff keep popping up? But yeah, Suboxone is a demon, 100%. And every drug alters your mind in a way that brings you either fake closer to the spiritual realm, or it for sure thins the veil. Because now I noticed this too. When I used to take pills, my dreams would be so chaotic and um, I guess real, but they would be like extremely chaotic, and it would just be like a whole bunch of like weird stuff. And once I like got off pills and was like on Suboxone, or like truly on Suboxone and not like teetering. And yeah, I just hit 4 years sober on the 19th of December, and that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, being sober is different. Yeah, man, praise the Lord, man. I'm sober. I'm married. Got my daughter, man. That's what I'm saying. And that's another thing that I be talking like people that be on drugs about. Like I ask them about themselves. Like you have to get to try to know these people, because just a person walking up to you, let me pray for you. Get out of my face, bro. You're kind of weird. Like you're messing up my high. I'm trying to get high. One of the two. Get out of my face. I'm hungry. You gonna give me some money? Something. Like you can't do that. You gotta build a something with them. At least common ground. And I have common ground with a lot of people. I didn't realize that, but I kind of do. I have a very not common story, but it's a common story enough where I can like kind of relate to like everybody. Um, like with just like the abuse, and I mean like all kinds of abuse, like being molested, being violent towards women, and violent violent towards people, all those things, and just a lot of people can relate to those things, and then I mean also being on drugs. Like I talk to people just on drug use alone, and I mean I've been on a substance since I was 15 to 16, like all the time. And I said 16 for sure, all the time. I was always high. I was always something. I was always under the influence of something, and it only just intensified as I got older. The only time it slowed down was, I want to say, from like 19 to 20, because I moved to Alaska. That's when it slowed down, because I was actually trying to like change my life and like grow into a man, and do these things. I was trying to actually start a family, but you know she wasn't ready for that, and uh, I guess I wasn't ready for it. No, I was ready for it, because I was doing like a whole like stepdad dad thing, like legit raising a kid by myself. But anyways, Kuna Matata, I got mine, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it for real this time. Doesn't matter. And yeah, I think I can just relate to a lot of people. And then when I tell them I was on drugs like 5 years ago, I was like, yeah, bro, I was just like you like 5 years ago. And they kind of look at me like, kind of like, what? Yeah, bro. Yeah, man, fentanyl, popping pills. Oh yeah, I didn't smoke them. I'll make that clear. I make that very clear every time. Yeah, no, I didn't smoke 'em. I did not. I did not smoke the blues, dude. But I mean, Doesn't we don't have enough people talking to talking to the sick, talking to people that are in a weird in a lost state in their life. And that's I think that's my biggest thing is I don't know what this year is gonna bring, but I know I want to bring as many people to God as possible because I feel like how the this how the world is changing. There's so much emptiness in people that this is the time that we can like gather them. Like sounds weird. No, I guess be fishers of men. Yeah, I guess that because I've never seen I've never seen so many people where they are. Like I don't know if it was just me as a kid and I just didn't pay attention to the homeless or like the homeless just had different places. I don't remember ever seeing this many homeless people or people on drugs. Like we had tweakers like and I lived in Southeast, like in Portland. And so there were tweakers. Like we had a lot of tweakers. And especially growing up, like they had like the bikes with the lawnmowers and the weed whacker motors on them. Like that was the common thing. Tweakers were always like working on cars. And they could do everything on a car. Like I've seen tweakers pull out pull out transmissions and motors and all kinds of stuff like within hours. Like I don't know how they did it, but it's very interesting. It makes me feel like a tweaker because I was watching them tweak. But no, they got stuff done. But now I feel like it is so much more. Like unless I was just like hidden as a kid and I just didn't pay attention because I was a kid. But I feel like it's so intensified now. And then it's a it's like a lack of purpose and a lack of it's a lack of everything. What it seems like is it seems like the world broke people. That's what it seems like. It seems like the world broke people to a state where they can't comprehend anything and they gave up on life. I remember before I moved out of Portland, there was this young dude and he was I think he was 22 and he was high. Like he was high on fentanyl. And I was like, "Hey man, what are you doing out here?" And he was like, "Oh man, I'm just, And I'm like, "Okay, well, am I gonna see you again out here?" And he was like, "Nah, probably not." I seen him again. The second time I seen him, he was really high. He was nodding, and I started talking to him about like just giving him my testimony, and I was like, bro, like at 22, like bro, at 22, I was fighting a murder case. Like, what are you doing out here, like smoking dope, bro? Like that's what you're doing. Like I legit 22, at 22, my case probably just got done, if not wrapping up. Like it's probably towards the end of the case. I'm like, bro, you're too young to be out here just like smoking dope. And he had talked to me about like his mom, him and his mom's relationship isn't that good. But I'm like, bro, if your mom is on drugs, why are you out here? Why are you running away to do drugs? Like, get your stuff together so you can move and have a better life. And I'm like, I turned around and I pointed to the apartment building that I lived at. And I'm like, bro, I live in that building right there. And I'm like, bro, 4 years ago, I was doing drugs. Like, bro, but you coming downtown to all this, just all this demonicness with downtown Portland is something different. I can't explain it to nobody else besides that. I can't describe it no other way. Downtown Portland is just demonic, and that's what Pastor Rich was saying about where we were in Seattle. He was like, there's a lot of witchcraft, there's a lot of demonic stuff that goes on down here. So just be aware. That's what I feel like is going on in Portland, but there's nobody going out in Portland. There's nobody. They have the Jehovah Witnesses out in Portland, but they don't go down to. They don't go to Chinatown. They stay by Pioneer Square, and talk to the clean people, and the people. I'm not saying the people that don't need it, but the people that have their stuff somewhat together. We are out here to save souls, man. And really thinking about it, it's easier to save a person that doesn't have anything than to save a person that has. Because a person that doesn't have anything doesn't have anything. They don't. They don't have nothing. What's the? I'm trying to think of what. Basically, like taste God to see if He's good. Along those lines, something like that. If you don't have anything, if you've bet all your marbles into the world, and it has not produced anything that is that you can have forever, forever, why continue to chase these things? Because you can have temporary pleasures and things like that for a time, but when it comes to your salvation or just longevity throughout life, God is it. The world is not going to give it to you. And I think that's what kind of be throwing me with like people that be going to these nice places and talking to people that like your outfit is like $300. No, I want to talk to the guy that is asking for $1 so he can get a sandwich. That's what I'm trying to save. I'm trying to save those people because yeah, man, I want to get a sponsee. That's what I want. I want to get a sponsee. I think I want to talk to my wife about that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I yeah, I think I'm gonna talk to Bo about doing the 12 steps too. I think I need to do that. So I did the 12 steps before, not not on the books. I kind of did it with God. Probably not healthy, but healthy. I always do things very odd. I So I got my apartment, and then I'm in there like by myself because I don't have my daughter. Like I have my daughter on the weekends, and only three. And so I was by myself like the whole week. So I mean during these days, I'm reading the Bible and praying like a lot, a lot. I need to get back to it like that, but yeah, I don't know how to balance being a husband and a father and being able to be in the Word that much. But I know there's a way. There is a way. I need to really buckle down and do those things, because what it is that is the flesh and trying just to make excuses, and there's no time for excuses. There's no reason for excuses. Oh, I just can't. I don't have the time. That's bullshit. It is. That's bullshit. Can't means won't. But yeah, I want a sponsee. That's what I want. Just one. But yeah, back to doing the 12 steps with God. You know, just doing those, and just I didn't know I was doing the 12 steps. I don't know the 12 steps off bat, but I was talking to my wife about it a long time ago, and she was reading me the 12 steps, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. And she's just reading them. I'm like, man, I did all that. And at the end, I guess you're supposed to have like an awakening or like a spiritual encounter, which I did because I was doing it with God. Craziest, craziest thing ever. Like, and there's a part where you need to reach out to people and like apologize to them. I did all that to all kinds of people, like things that bothered me like deep down for years, um, especially when I was abusive. Um, Me cheating and things like that. I apologize to those, to those women. Um, Being abusive, I apologize to, those. And yeah, I mean, it is a very big, it's something that needs to be done, I think. And I think it's a self evaluation and accountability thing that the average person does not have. And I think that's why people that do drugs and get clean are so valuable, because doing the 12 steps, not even just the 12 steps, but to be able to hold yourself accountable for your actions, the average person does not do that. An ex drug addict will do that, because we know we did all those things, like 100%. We did those things. Now, were they the best? No, not at all. But we did them. So once we get to a sober mind, then we can work on not being a piece of work. You know what I'm saying? Is that a booger, or is that? It might be spray paint. Um, but yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. Man, I got married yesterday. That's something lovely. I don't even like seeing that. That's probably one of the Muslim cats that put them in timeout. Just because I ain't putting nobody in timeout for a long time. Yeah, no. Yeah, I got married yesterday. That is crazy. And the pastor was excited that we got married. He said more people need to get married in the church, which I dig it, 100%. I dig it. I had talked to somebody in the church about him getting married. He said he might. Hopefully he does. Uh, he probably won't, but it's alright. I'm gonna press him on it. I'm gonna continue to press him every couple weeks. I'm gonna press him. You proposed yet? You want to tie it down? Make it yours. Make it right. You got to make it right. You only getting older. I I tell you, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't believe in marriage like before now, before knowing God. Oh man, because if I would have married somebody before before now, oh my gosh, that would have been a mess. That would have been a mess. Like if I'd have married my baby mom, that would have been horrible. Cause my grandpa said that to me a long time ago. He's like, "Oh, you gonna marry her?" Blah blah blah. No, no, grandpa, you found grandma, and that was a well, that's something different. Like you was lucky. I'm not marrying my baby mom, and he married grandma before they had kids. So what you talking about? No, I'm not marrying her. Now my wife though, oh, yeah, it's a trip. 'Cause when we was kids, so there's there's this crazy picture from when I was a sophomore and she was a freshman. We went to homecoming and took a picture. I am in a red Dickies suit with a red hat, some red chucks. She's in some black pants, tights. I don't know what they are. They were black something on her legs, and then a black jacket, like curls in her hair. She put that picture in the church with a picture of us now. Man, I cannot stand that picture. That picture is terrible. I look goofy, but yeah, nah, we was kids. But I mean, even back then though, there was just something about her. I was like, man, I got to know her. Who is this? Like first day I seen her, I was like, oh, who is this? Looking all good, and pretty. She's got a good smile on her. Oh yeah, had to. And yeah, that didn't last long. But we was kids, and I was messed up anyway. I'd have ruined that. I'd have ruined that. For sure would have ruined it. But now she ain't going nowhere. Praise the Lord. Praise the Most High. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm married though. That's something different. Makes me happy really thinking about it. Like, granted, we was already married, like in the eyes of God, but like getting married in front of people was something different. Eventually, you guys might see her. Maybe not. Maybe you guys are just here. I don't like doing that, showing my kids and stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of personnel. Maybe on a hike or something when it gets better. Might post like a hike or something. Man, yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop the nicotine too. I'll be saying it, but I gotta hype myself up. And it's more of a mental thing. I think 'cause ain't nothing like getting off Suboxone. That was different. Oh boy, if you guys know anybody that's on Suboxone, tell them to get off. Like if they've been on for any amount of time longer than 7 years, they're probably just gonna be on it for the rest of their life. If they are on methadone, tell them to get off methadone. They shouldn't be on methadone anyway. Methadone doesn't work for anybody. That keeps people still doing whatever they're doing. Whatever their drug is, they're still doing it. Or they're doing something off. Methadone doesn't do anything. It keeps them high. Like it's weird. Methadone keeps people high. I don't understand why people do it. Suboxone just makes you like not get dope sick, which is still bullshit. But if you know somebody that's on Suboxone, tell them 3 months tops and get off. Like if I would have knew the withdrawal from Suboxone was so bad, I would have just quit opiates. Just I'd have just stopped, and I'd have just took that for what it was because I had the capability of doing it at the moment. I should have just stopped, but you know, the more you know. And I mean, I think you have to go through those things, so it's kind of I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm glad I quit Suboxone though before I moved up here because if I'd have continued and then try to stop it here, I'd have just had like mad downtime because I was down for like 3 months, like just not back to myself, and it sucked because I mean even now, like I'll have like random like thoughts like, oh, I need to take my Suboxone. I'm like, what? You don't take that shit no more. But it's just because it's a habit. It's been a habit for years. So yeah, if you know anybody that's been on Suboxone or that is on Suboxone, tell them to get off. 3 months tops, because anything after that, it's gonna really fuck with you. And I never took what was prescribed to me anyway, because I think they had me like 24 milligrams. Yeah, I'm not taking that shit. Yeah, 24 milligrams is crazy work. Crazy work. And the reason why I went up that high is because I didn't want nobody to, or I didn't want to have to continue to go to the doctors. And I think my doctor knew kind of for the most part that I wasn't taking them like that because that's a lot. Yeah, that's like 3 strips a day, bro. That is crazy. I was taking a half a day. And then even taking half a day, like that was hard weaning off that just because it's been in my system for so long. But yeah, no. Seek the Most High. If you want a wife or if you want a husband, you have to prepare your mind to prepare yourself for that person. Don't have a. Mm, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know how that goes. But I didn't ask for nobody. See, that's the difference between women and men. So my grandma had told all my aunts the same thing. What they wanted in a man. If you want your man to be like this, get a piece of paper and write it down. Write down all the things you want in a man. And I forgot what she said after that, what to do with it, but you write down. I think it was put it in the Bible or something and like sleep on it for like a certain amount of days or something like that. But that's very different. It's kind of like build a man. But see, men, we ask for simple things, like simple things. And I didn't ask for much. I was just praying one day, and I don't know why I prayed for my wife, but I did. Praise the Most High, I did. But I said I want a woman to love me for me and to love my daughter, and I got those. But like he all the way like just like went over the top. Like my woman is beautiful. Her personality is wild. Like it's dope. Like she's super wild. She makes bread from scratch. She likes to go on hikes. She wants land, wants to own land, have chickens and cows and all those things. at 30, yeah, we were 32. Was I 30? Yeah, I think we were both 32. At 32, you don't hear about people talking about wanting land, especially women. You don't never hear that. And yeah, praise the Most High because he blessed me with her. And then these are all things that she said. Like I think this was maybe like the second time we probably talked on the phone, and she just kind of laid it all on the line, like what she wanted in a man. Well, no, what she required in her husband. And at that time, I was wanting a wife, and I didn't necessarily think of I didn't necessarily think of her being a wife. I know everything that she had said before was okay. I feel you. I feel you. But when she said that, like all the things that she has to offer and what she requires in a husband, I was like, oh, this is nice. These are all nice things. I want these things too. And you can make bread and and yeah, man, get you a woman that can make bread and butter. Like, bro, I'm telling you, yeah. Come home and there's just bread. Oh, we're not doing nothing. I'm gonna make a loaf of bread. Oh yeah, go ahead, make. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's something different. It's funny. I got off work today and I had to unclog my bathroom sink. Nothing but hair in it. Yeah. Praise the Lord. Yeah. I want to start looking into getting land, but I also want to start looking into stuff for kids, like little programs and stuff, because I feel like she's gonna be carrying little, little loaf soon. That'd be nice. I got court again on the 8th. I ain't gotta go in though. I can do it over the phone. But man, and that's a mess too. Like baby mom drama and all that. It's really not drama. It's really not nothing. I really don't trip about it because I know who I serve. And then I already got sole custody of my daughter. Like took me a long time, but I got it. You know, all praise go to him. Yeah, I be trying to tell people too. Like when I be talking to like the lost, I be telling them like everything that I've asked God for, He's given me. Like from me getting sober, my friend getting sober. I have one friend besides my wife. Um, actually, I got more now. Because yeah, the people around me now are pretty dope. They kind of count as family though. So yeah. Either way, doesn't matter. Friend got sober. My mom that was an alcoholic like the majority of my life is sober. Like that was one thing like I prayed for like every night. And yeah, my dad got off work one day and got back to the house, and my mama was on the ground because she had had seizures from um, drying out from alcohol, and went to the hospital, and I was sick. I was sick because everybody was calling me saying how bad it was. I didn't go see her until like the third day because I couldn't do it. Like I was mentally, I was kind of breaking down, and I'm like getting closer. Like I'm close with God, and I'm like really like trying to work all this stuff out like in my mind. And then I go up there, and it's kind of just horrible. I just kind of see her, and I've never seen my mom look bad. Like I haven't. Like I've seen her drunk and like falling over and stuff like that, but I've never seen her sick. I've never seen my mom sick, and she was kind of out of it. I left crying, got back to the house, was praying. Go to the hospital the next day, and my mom, everybody was gone for some reason. And it was just me and my mom in there, and she apologized to me. And my mom don't really apologize, like really to nobody, especially me. But she apologized to me, and then she said that she doesn't want to do this no more. And I cried a little bit. I kind of want to cry right now. I cried a little bit, and then I got happy because I knew at that point she was done drinking, and I know she was back. Like that's her. She's clear. She's clear headed. She's not. You know, this is no delusion. None of that. She's clear headed. She's trying to get out of the hospital now. She's good. She had to go to what halfway, like a rehab to like get your mobility back and stuff. But you know, now I have the best relationship with my mom that I've wanted like my entire life, and now I have it, and she can see me strive. Like my daughter is 11, and I kept my daughter away from my mom because she was drinking. But now that she's not drinking, my daughter has all the time that she wants my mom. Like whenever she can go, I let her go because you know, go ahead. I don't care. I trust my mom like 100%. Out of everybody in my family, yes, go ahead. And it's supposed to be like that, but some people be know other things, but um, yeah, God bless me with my mom, uh, bless me with my daughter. I got my daughter, and it's crazy too. Like just the timing, like God's timing is perfect. So I was like right before I got my daughter, like I was talking to my wife before we was married, and I was saving up money to get my license. And I can't remember how much money I had saved up, but it was a cool little chunk. It was enough to put a down payment on an attorney, and I just got money just sitting there. Like I got a couple grand, few grand, and my daughter came on a weekend, and my wife was there, and my daughter didn't just broke down, did not want to go back to her mom's house, and like told me something, and I was like, oh well, this fuck. I told her to go to the school because she started talking to a counselor, and I was like, tell the counselor. I was like, whenever stuff is going on at your mom's house, tell the counselor. And she did, and the whole case and everything got opened up. And um, yeah, CPS came to my house and was looking at Mari's like room and all that, make sure everything was like okay, I guess. And I ended up getting an attorney. Didn't give my daughter back. Well, it was like the next week. It might have been that same. It might have been that same weekend, But I know it was like within a week I got my daughter back and I did not give her back. And then we just went to court. So we went to court and then my baby mom said that she was gonna come get my daughter and if I didn't return her because technically I didn't have the paperwork saying that I have my daughter. Like I don't have the emergency order yet. So the law would only show that she has custody. So she tried to poop on me and say, I'm gonna call the police if you don't get my daughter. Did that. I called my attorney, like, hey man, what's going on? And then she called the CPS worker and I was able to go get my daughter that same day. And pretty much since then, I've had my daughter full time. Praise the Most High. And yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's only getting better. And I be telling people this, like, and they be like befoozled, you know what I'm saying? Like, confused. And that's why I wish I could have a actual sit down conversation with my entire family. Facts. I wish I could have a sit down with my entire family and really tell them to seek God, like seek God, like because all y'all know where I was. All of you guys know where I was. Mentally, spiritually, all that. You guys know where I was 5 years ago. It's just I'm telling you, all this is within 5 years. I am out of state, married, got full custody of my daughter. I got a job. I am doing it. And I don't know. It's almost like a weird hate. It's almost like they don't like me anymore. That's fine. You don't have to. But I wish I could have a sit down with you guys so I could just tell you just the way and things worked. Oh yeah, I got Section 8 too. Not anymore. I gave it up for my wife. I think fuck it. I don't care. I don't need it. It's not for you to live on. It's for. Let me just break it down because people don't understand. I was on drugs, like heavily on drugs, feeling withdrawal. Ask God, hey, I don't want to do this no more. I need to change. I don't want to be. I don't want to do this no more. The next day, moved in with my aunt. Live with my aunt. Get a job. Maybe like a month or two into that job, I called 211. After calling 211, I get put on the list. Whatever. Continue to work for like another 2 months. The guy calls me. Hey, I'm gonna help you get an apartment. Blah blah blah. Work for like another month. He calls me. Hey, look for an apartment. Find an apartment. Move into the apartment. I'm there for maybe like 2 months. He calls me. Hey, you got Section 8. Negative, sir. No food stamps. Working hard. Praise the Most High. Um, so yeah, he tells me I got Section 8, and I'm like, oh, well, how? He's like, I don't know. You got it. So I'm like, okay, that's dope. So if I and this is another thing too, if because I moved into a two-bedroom apartment. If I went and I was paying 500, 530 a month in child support, if I didn't get Section 8, there's no way I would be able to keep my apartment. But because I had a two-bedroom apartment, my daughter was able to move in with me and not have an issue. Years later, and that's what I'm saying. Years later, God's timing is perfect. Well, right now I'm working for somebody. So, and I don't necessarily need to worry about that. Gotta make sure that everything's all right. And again, if all these things wouldn't have been laid out for me, I wouldn't have been able to get my daughter. Like I wouldn't have. Now I don't have Section 8. I moved. I've left all that. And there's people in my family. Oh, you're gonna give up Section 8 to get married? Of course, of course. Why wouldn't I give up Section 8 to get married? That sounds crazy. So I'm just gonna live like this, and yeah, no, no, that sounds stupid. That sounds dumb. And what type of man is that? You know what I'm saying? That's not a man. That's not a man thing. That's that's so left. That sounds so blue. That sounds so left. I couldn't do it. But I mean, yeah, I was on Section 8 for maybe like 5 years. Yeah. Basically when I started getting clean, that's when I got it. That's when I got my apartment. That's when I got it. So I probably had it for like 4 years. Yeah. I mean, now I can have guns and stuff. Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad, because how could you pick a good family? You can't pick a good family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of just a Yahtzee. And what I've realized now is we're supposed to. This is why we're supposed to cleave. This is why we get married and we go and start our own nation somewhere else. We're supposed to do that because we're not respected in our hometown. We're not respected by our family like that. Look at Jesus when he went back home. He couldn't even heal people because oh, isn't that the carpenter's son? What is he doing? Jesus like, all right, I'm gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just kind of y'all just have a lack of faith, and I feel like I'm kind of the poster child for my family, so I'm just gonna dip out because y'all don't understand nothing that I'm talking about. Y'all can't understand nothing that I'm dropping. And it's really simple stuff, like considering all you guys are believers and all you guys believe in Jesus. Well, if you do, then what I'm saying shouldn't make you upset because I don't say nothing out of anger. Like y'all can't say that I ain't. Oh yeah, he called me and cussed me out. No, I'm not doing that. Oh yeah, bro. Where's my hat? I'm gonna show you this hat. You need to get one of these hats. It's a super dope hat. It was like $50 though, but it's worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. It's worth it. You gotta go to Macy's or Nordstrom's. And yeah, man, I don't know. It's the family thing. You gotta cleave. You gotta find your wife and become one. Start your own nation because it's not. Yeah, leaning on your family. You probably gonna have out of your whole family. You're probably only gonna have like three people that really understand what it is. Like I know I got two cousins and yeah, my mom and my dad. That's pretty much it. That understand my walk and respect it. And my little cousins like actually look at me like a big brother, and they know 100% where I came from. Like y'all know my mental status on every level. Like they see me unstable, all kinds of stuff. So with my flaws, right. And that's why they don't like me now. It's because I set boundaries now. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real simple. But I mean, look at the generational curses though, like that too. Like that's another big part. Look at the things that plague your families. Like it started with your grandparents on both sides, and then look at your aunts and uncles on both sides, and then just look at all of them, and look at all the trauma. Look at the addiction. Look at, and I mean like every addiction, because I just realized that sugar stems from alcoholism, right? Except for the Most High, you know. But look at the generational curses. You got to break the chain. You got to like look at all the generational curses. It's like alcohol. If so, and this is so crazy. So everybody pretty much on my side, like on my mom's side, like my mom, my stepdad, they were alcoholics. My biological dad was an alcoholic. My grandpa was an alcoholic. Um, my grandpa on my biological dad's side is alcoholic. So I'm trying, bro. So because I don't drink and my wife doesn't drink, it trickles down into sugar, like the addiction to sugar. And this lady named Betty and Lamone, that's Lamone's wife, and she came back from she came back from death, like legit, like she was like dead. And yeah, Lamone has saved her, man. He saved his wife. That was dope. But yeah, see, I don't think there's drinking to have a good time, bro. That's just that's why I don't indulge in nothing, nothing. I mean, besides nicotine, I gotta stop that because I know what drinking does to me. I know what it does. There's no in between. If I'm drinking, I'm drinking. I'm not just having a drink. That's why I don't really drink like that. And yeah, it breaks down. Liquor is just sugar. So if nobody's drinking, it'll trickle down to sugar. Then everybody craves sweets and all these other things. And Betty was it talking to me and my wife about it on I think was it no, it was it was a conference. It was a church conference, and she was saying how her parents were alcoholics, and all of her brothers and sisters were alcoholics, and she was for a minute, but then she stopped, and then it went straight to sugar. It doesn't matter about white man, black man. It doesn't matter, bro. We all men, and we war against things that are unseen and principalities and things like that. It don't matter what color you are. It don't matter because you know what I'm saying. Like my stepdad's white. You know what I'm saying. Like that. That really don't matter, bro. We're really not much different. We're really not. Like I was raised with white people. For the most part. Don't get it wrong. I'm black though. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm black Mexican. Like yeah. Don't. But yeah. No, don't get tripped up. But yeah. And then, are you black? Let's get that out there. Are you black? See, and that's why we need to get land. I'm not just saying we as in black people. I'm saying we as in people. Period. As a U.S. citizen, this is why we need land so we can grow our own food. What color are you, Marcus? Oh man. Stop. Get out of that state of mind. Get out of that state of mind. It is not them against us, bro. It's not. It is the the follower, the follower of Christ. Oh my gosh. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Uh it is good and evil, bro. It is Jesus and the enemy. It does not matter what color you are because I've I don't know how to say this. What am I looking around at? You might end up getting off my live, bro. I voted for Trump. You voted for that lady, didn't you? You probably didn't even vote. You probably didn't even vote, did you? Yeah, nah. You gotta. It doesn't matter about color, bro. I'll let you too. But yeah, nah. f- Real talk. It does not matter about. Oh yeah, no. I'm not doing that one. That's the reason why I didn't vote. That is the reason why I didn't vote. Because people was talking about, oh yeah, the first black. I don't care if he's black, bro. I'm not voting for you because you're black at all. At all. I promise you. No, that's not a reason to vote. Yeah, Trump. Yeah, yeah, man. Not yeah, nah. Obama did a lot of stuff, and then Biden did a lot of stuff. You know, is it is it? I don't think so. But how old are you? Let's start there. How old are you? 'Cause now you got me intrigued. And you better not be lying either. How old are you, Marcus? I got to know. You old. You older. You older. How old are you, bro? I'm gonna guess 46. Say your age, bro. Woo. Okay, that's why. That makes sense. That's why you're happy that a black dude was in there. That's fine. But where are you from? That's another question. Where are you from? Ah man, you better be married. Talking about you, talking about you was a player. You ain't no player. No, it's play. Yeah, where are you from though? Because that'll tell a lot. Because you kind of sound like you from somewhere blue. Ah, you getting weird. Ah, you getting weird. You getting weird. You ain't answering the question. It's simple. You tell me where you from. That's it. Don't get weird. You ain't got, bro. You can't be everywhere. I've noticed too with older people, it's hard to it is hard for you guys to it's hard for you guys to not to be able to turn off the race switch. Everybody is equal. You have to get past that. And when you're talking about white and black, like there is no white and black anymore. There's rich and then there's us. That's it. There's rich and us. There is nothing in between there. And more black people have done look at us, bro. Look at us as a race. And you can't say, "Oh, it's the white man made us be like that." Nah, bro. It's not. It's not. And even when we go back to the plantation, let's go back to the plantation. Since then, what has happened? What has happened since then? Yeah, the poor is losing. Us, not us as in black. I mean us as in not making a lot of money. And it's crazy because yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but it's. Do you ever think that the reason why we're losing is because of us? Like, do you ever think that? Because again, I was raised with white people, and I was also raised with black people. This is a good mix. I've seen how white people raise their kids, and it's not even raise their kids; it's the things that they teach them. When you look at the way that we, as in black people, that we, it's very the complete opposite. I got a little cousin named Taylor. He was kind of pretty much raised by my grandparents. And when I tell you that this guy is a beast, I love this guy. He just had his first son. Married, I want to say Taylor is like 29. 29, maybe 30. He is a doctor, a firefighter. This guy does the hood to coast in Oregon that jog. He's a beast, bro. Bro, even when you go, no, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because even brown people, right? Even brown people, because I'm half Mexican, even them can be in a two-bedroom apartment, right? A two-bedroom apartment, and it be three families in here, right? Well, not here. I got a three-bedroom, but they can have three families in that two-bedroom and make it work. Black people can't do that, and they would all be in that two-bedroom saving up money, saving up money, having all the bread. Right? Black people can't do that. We, as in us, cannot do that. Why? It's pride, arrogance, it's all the toxic traits. Why are we like that? Why? Uh, I understand why. I've been dissecting it for years at this point. I can't. I don't talk about it on here. Okay, but then you also are trying to blame the white man. Thank you. You're trying to blame the white man, which you can't. It's a black flaw, bro. Come on, man. You can't blame white people because, like, man, like my family is dope. I don't know what you talking about. They be shooting deer and all kinds of stuff, bro. Have you ever had elk? Man, yeah, you need to find some of them, man. Get you a little hind quarter or something. Cause yeah, bro, the only history that should matter is what's in the Bible. How do you know what is history is even true? Like, cause real talk, what I honestly believe, right, is how is your white family, and are they married into the black family, or are they just the white family? There's different types of white families. It's very, very much. Mine are the hunters, and you know, work for the city, and those ones, the good ones, the ones that drive the diesel trucks, and yeah, the white ones, yeah, the good ones. I was playing. Oh, praise the sorry. Nah, but with history, I don't necessarily believe in none of that because they say the Earth is millions and millions of years old. I don't believe that at all. Like, uh, yeah. Well, then I mean that's what I'm saying. But you're blaming the white man. You can't blame the white man, bro. It's the rich. You don't think that there's black families that are in like the top people that are like messing up the world? You think it's just white people? Like that's nah, bro. Like I don't. There's people that run the world that we don't even know who they are. Like we can't even fathom who they are. And then like we won't never know. Like there's not even like they've never even had a kid that was a mess up that went and like fucked off like a good chunk of the fortune. That's not even been discovered. Like they don't even you know what I'm saying? That's not even been a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that meant. But anyways, back to let's jump back to history real quick. I feel like uh I feel like black people were already here in America. Believe me or not, doesn't matter. But I feel like black people that the or people that came from Africa. So there is a current that comes from Africa that goes. There's one that goes to America. There's one that goes to South America. I believe that Africans made boats because they had boats, traveled, and went to South America for sure, went to Cuba and all these other things, but landed on the East Coast. It would make sense that the majority of the slaves hit the East Coast and just settled there and whatever, whatever. If you look at the, if you look at like the Midwest, right, from like Texas, like up, there's a little split, a little bit to the right, a little bit to the right of it, where then you start to see where all like the native lands are, where there's a lot of them. They just all go west. Everything to the east is more black. I don't know why. Granted, there was still some native tribes like on the east, like towards the top, but everything down and like the Gulf, that's all. That's all. That was all black people. So, well, I'm just saying it only makes sense. So when the British or the colonizers, white people, sure, when the white people came over and they landed, they seen natives, which were black people. They seen the black people, which were mating with the natives, but when they see them, there's a whole bunch of tribes everywhere. So white people was like, "Hey, we got these things called rifles, and we're gonna give you some and help us take over these other tribes." And they take over the tribes. They continue this process, and then eventually, when they get done, they enslave them all because they can't defend themselves. Boom. What happens? You're conquered. You're a slave. That's what happens. You lose a war, you become a slave. Now, them saying that they went and got millions of slaves and all this other stuff from Africa and brought them back, that to me it seems like you'd be losing more money than gaining. And who wants to do that? If they're already here, if you're already here, I can enslave you. All I have to do is conquer you. And you guys are already like, you're welcoming, you're nice. Well, I can trick you to, I can manipulate you to whatever. You're just whoever you are. Yeah, let's go take over these guys' stuff. They got a nice little thing. Look at that. I want that thing. Let's go take that thing. I'll give it to you. That's kind of how stuff works. And then over time, yeah, now you have the slaves and all that. Because I bet somewhere in some native something, they have some stories of black people. Like, they have to. There's no way. There's no way. Like, and then they talk about like the Moors and all this other stuff. Like, bro, don't. Yeah, but yeah, the black and white thing that needs to be out. Yeah, you gotta. I don't care how old you are. You gotta change that, bro. You really do. But yeah. Anyways, it's a whole history lesson. Might not even be real. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Praise the Most High. Seek the Lord. Repent. Praise the Most High. Yeah.